Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Respawn, please. The weekly video game podcast where two dum-dums talk all things video games, from news to musings into the games themselves. And I have a very loud dog 24/7. He never stops barking. He's a piece of shit. I love my dog, don't get me wrong. I'm your host, the solitary gamer and lover of stories, Jesus. And with me is my co-host, the mercy main and curious gamer, Ell. Ell, take it away real quick while I try to shut my dog. Well, he shut up. So... Nope.
He's going
one
on?
last word.
He's like, huh? That's hilarious.
I love my dog. He's just driving me insane. How's your life going? I just asked you this question off street. I should have waited. I should have waited to ask that.
It's all good. No, just working. Of course, working my little part-time gig, but also playing. Like I've told you before, playing a little bit of Overwatch as I always do. Pre-downloaded Trek to Yomi. Can't wait for that to come out.
God,
and then
same.
Yeah, and then played the demo for Curse to Golf, or I can't remember the we can't remember
Curse
the
to
name of
Golf.
the game.
Yeah,
Curse to Golf. Love that. Love the demo.
Yeah, demo
That
was
game
incredible.
Is really
It's probably one of the best. Like, I was skeptical about the game at first because I'm not a golf person, but I was like, man, I dig it. I'm into it. It's funny. It's very clever.
It's funny.
It seems clever.
Yeah. It's really fun. I like the aspect. It makes it cool to play golf. Yeah,
it makes it cool to play. Is golf cool? That is the topic of today. No, not really.
No,
we have a lot to talk about today. We have a lot of games returning. It seems we have some awesome games returning. We have PS5 possibly getting PS3 emulation instead of just playing through the cloud. And then of course we have Xbox Gamepass for April
for the month
update.
of April.
So we got the first half of April games, and then we'll of course around the 15th ish we'll get the rest of the month. And then of course we have Trek to Yomi as you pre-downloaded already. I'm excited about that game. And then and then we have a discussion question. A beautiful, wonderful discussion question. So start thinking about it now, because I just randomly put it into the doc about an hour before we went live. But what is your fondest video game memory? It's worth talking about, I think.
Very.
Because we have a lot of games returning, and one of those games I have fond memories of. So let us start. Monkey Island returns. First off, my question for you, Elias, do you know what Monkey Island is? Have you ever played Monkey Island?
I played a little bit of it, not a lot, but I do remember Monkey Island. And yeah, I'm familiar with it.
Yeah. Well, it was announced it's returning sometime in 2022. No specific date was given, but it's going to returning is going to be oh my God, my dog is making me stumble through stuff. It's going to arrive. You know what? Give me a second.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll talk about it. So, guys, Monkey Island is coming back later in 2022. Devolver Digital is the one who's announced that. It's coming back. If you know anything about Monkey Island, it's about an island with monkey. No.
Okay. All right. It is a comedy game. It's an action adventure. It's an adventure point and click adventure game that came out. That's been around for quite a while. Here's my puppy. He's come to me now. Look at him. It's been a while. It's been a proper sequel has been around for quite a while. There's been sort of remakes and remasters of it that have come out over the years. But Return to Monkey Island is scheduled to arrive later in 2022, and it's it's being published by Devolver Digital, if I could say the words correctly. And then it's also with Lucasfilm Games, which Lucasfilm Games is back. Woo! Lucasfilm Games,
nice.
It's Disney's games publishing arm. But it's the game's being developed by Terrible Toy Box, which is an awesome name for a video game company. Terrible Toy Box.
Very nice. Very dope
I love
name.
And there's a beautiful, wonderful trailer that's fairly short. It's a fairly short trailer for the game, but it is what it is. So you were saying you've played it a little bit?
Yeah, just played a little bit from what I remember. It was fun game. I actually liked this one, and so I had a good time, but it's very vague in my brain.
Yeah. I also fairly vague in my brain as well. I have the remastered on Xbox 360.
Nice.
From a while ago. I think it's Secret of Monkey Island, I believe is what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have vague memories of it as well. I remember watching my dad play it.
Yeah.
But I think there was a lot of pop off for it when I on the Twitterverse, seeing a lot of
Hmm.
folks getting excited about it, and I think it's pretty cool. It is a comedy game. It's one of those rare games you don't really see too many comedy games.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the foundation of a lot of point and click adventures. Like think like Walking Dead.
Oh yeah.
Any Telltale
Definitely.
game, basically. Like this was
Basically.
where it all really took off from. So it's interesting to see it come back, and hopefully it'll be good. But the director Ron Gilbert is coming back, so he's the original
Nice.
creator of the whole series and stuff. So that's exciting to see it come back. I think. Um,
Definitely.
I think it's gonna be interesting to see like how it's gonna do now. Like, is it gonna be taken as well? Is the comedy gonna land for it? Um,
Mm.
what the reception is gonna be like, because it has been quite a while since there has been a Monkey Island game.
Oh yeah.
I'm interested in seeing how it's gonna land.
No, definitely. I'm excited to see how they kind of update it.
Hmm.
So that way, to see, like you said, if it lands, if the comedy comes across, if it's just as funny, or if not funnier than before. So
Yeah.
that's really exciting. And it's funny because thinking of this game, what's funny is where my brain went. The first thing that popped in my head, I don't know if you remember this game. It's not Monkey Island, but immediately I thought of it was on PlayStation 1,
Hmm.
the first PlayStation, Ape Escape.
Yep. Ape Escape.
Yeah, I remember that. They need to bring that back. But
Oh
anyway,
yeah. They did.
they did when?
Yeah. Didn't they do like a remastered a while ago? Ape
Hold
Escape.
on,
Yeah.
I have to look
Ape
at that.
Escape remaster. They just did it a while ago.
What?
They
Oh, they
just
did.
Yeah.
Remake is all we. Whoa, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it here.
Yeah.
Ape Escape. Well,
Am I wrong? Wasn't it like a couple years
no,
ago?
you're right. No, you're right. It
Oh,
was
okay.
last year.
Last year? Okay. So yeah, see?
Yeah.
I remember it because they put the guy from Yakuza into the ball. You could play as the guy from Yakuza.
Oh,
I
yeah,
remember
yeah,
that
yeah.
because it was like everybody's like, "The fuck?" But yeah, that's the only thing, that's the only reason why I remember the Ape Escape thing. So,
Nice,
I believe that's
nice.
right. Yeah. Yakuza here. Maybe I'm getting this confused with another game.
The guy with the white suit, right?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Forgot his name.
I don't know. I have all the Yakuzas. I have every single one. I bought them all. I played like 2 hours of Yakuza 0 with the intention of playing through all of them, and then I never did.
Oh wow. And
Uh,
that Yakuza game has like really great, really funny writing to me.
yeah.
How like it doesn't take itself serious.
Oh yeah. It it's I want to play it. I'm excited about playing it.
Hmm.
It's just I haven't. That's all.
I got.
That's my excuse for that. I just haven't. What else can I say, really? But yeah. All right. So moving on from there. Yeah, that wasn't very insightful of us with Monkey Island Returns. It's coming though. I threw it
It's
in there
coming
because
back.
I thought it
It's
was be
news.
interesting. Yeah, it's
It's
news.
news.
And then this is probably a little bit more excitement, but Tomb Raider's coming back. There hasn't been a Tomb Raider since Shadow of Tomb Raider. Did you play the new the sort of reimagining of it that started back in 2013, I believe?
Funny
Uh,
enough, I have it, but I haven't played it.
you have it, but you haven't played it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
haven't played it.
Here, what was the year that came out? 2013-ish? Yeah, 2013.
Uh,
Yeah, that was when the first of this new trilogy, because it was
oh,
Tomb
okay. Yeah,
Raider,
yeah, yeah.
Rise of the Tomb Raider, and then Shadow of the Tomb Raider. And then
Yeah.
there's this new one that's coming out that I believe is just is going to be a continuation of this previous
Okay.
trilogy. But yeah, I've played them. I've played Tomb Raider, the 2013,
Hmm.
and then I played Rise of Tomb Raider. Never played Shadow of Tomb Raider because I heard it was bad. I
Mm.
heard it was bad. But this is exciting. It's going to be using the Unreal Engine 5 engine that was
The new one.
that was also announced. This was like announced sort of together almost. So I
Nice.
think that's really cool, really exciting. But yeah, I'm interested in it. I'm not the biggest Tomb Raider fan. I never played them back when it was on
Yeah.
PlayStation and all that. I never really played them at all. I know a lot of people love them. And I enjoyed the 2013 and then Rise of Tomb Raider as well. But
Uh,
not the biggest Tomb
Yeah.
Raider fan. How do you feel about Tomb Raider?
I think it's kind of cool in a way when you really think about it. Because I remember back in the day in PlayStation playing Tomb Raider 3,
Hmm.
and it was getting used to, I guess, how she moves when you kind of have to do these little side steps and things like that. It took me a
Yep.
minute, but I enjoyed it. It kind of it was like it's Uncharted before Uncharted, if that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yep.
And so I had fun, but I always had trouble with those. If you remember those damn tigers, like those tigers that
I
would
don't, like I said, I never played them.
wow.
I didn't play it until
And, s-
2013. So.
and of course, in certain tombs, there'd be like tigers that would just come attack you, and you just have to like shoot them.
Hmm.
And then, of course, if you remember how she was so stiff to play, you'd be aiming, and you'd have to go like "Reh,"
Yeah.
or you have to turn very like at a 45-degree angle every time. And so,
No
but
fun.
I had fun. Yeah, I had fun playing with them. But hey, that's early gaming.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Didn't Angelina Jolie play Lara
Yep,
in
in the movie,
the movies?
that was
Wasn't
like,
was there?
oh,
There was two movies, right?
I think
I
I
think
only
there was.
remember the
I think there
one.
was two movies with Angelina
Oh, there
Jolie,
is two.
and then
I think
there's
no
a remake. There's a
with
reboot of a movie with somebody else that
yeah,
came
you're
out in
right.
like 2018 or something like that.
Yeah, Tomb Raider in 2018. I can't remember who played it, but Angelina Jolie was in two Tomb Raiders, one in
Yeah.
2001 and one in 2003.
Nice.
Wow, what a time!
That's cool. uh, yeah, I like again. I don't have a real strong connection to Tomb Raider at all, but uh, I'm excited about seeing what it can do. Like the game, Unreal Engine 5, it like looks gorgeous. Like everything I've seen
Mhm.
about it, everything like all the like tech demos of Unreal Engine 5 looks awesome. Um, so
That's
it's
that's where they had the trailer for that Matrix video game, right?
Yep.
For that
The
new Unreal.
Matrix, yep, the Matrix video
Crazy.
was utilizing that on
Yeah,
consoles. Amazing that consoles are able to do that. That
that's
still
wild.
hasn't been on PC yet, surprisingly. They didn't make a demo of that for PC, I believe.
Mm,
Anyways, but yeah, Tomb Raider's coming back, Monkey Island coming back, but guess what else is coming back?
what's
This
that?
is the one that I'm excited about. That I'm like, hell fucking yeah. Rockstar and Remedy remaking Max Payne 1 and 2 for PC, PS5, and Xbox
Oh
Series
yeah,
X. Were you the one who threw this in the doc?
yeah.
Because
I threw
yeah,
that in there. I
yeah.
was gonna
Because I was
tell
going to
you,
throw
but
it in. Yeah, I was going to throw it in there, and I was like, oh, it's already here. Did I already do this and just forget? Did I
yeah.
like black out? I was like,
No, yeah, this is one that I was really excited for
yeah.
because I remember playing Max Payne 1 on PlayStation way long time ago, and just that, it had that kind of slow motion bullet
Oh
time.
yeah, it was the
Like
first game. It brought in the bullet time. It got inspired by Matrix, and then it brought it into
yeah,
video games, and it did it fucking excellent.
exactly. And so I remember playing. I never played part 2, but I always played 1, and I had fun with that. And I was like, wow, this is like such a fun video game. And then yeah, I'm excited that they're actually remaking it and bringing it back. So it's super cool.
Oh yeah, I am incredibly excited about it. I love Max Payne 1 and 2. I never played Max Payne 3.
Oh yeah, the
Um
one that was on Xbox One,
360.
360. Oh,
Was it
360.
on
Okay.
was Max Payne on? Huh. Let's
I
find out real
remember. I
quick.
do remember that one.
Max
It looked
Payne
cool.
3. What systems? Uh yeah, Xbox 360, PS3, and
Okay.
all that. Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. It was made by Rockstar,
Yeah.
in-house Rockstar and stuff. So it wasn't connected with Remedy or anything like that. And I like for some reason it just didn't connect with me. It came out in May
Yeah.
15th, 2020 or
I'm
2020,
I
20,
remember
2012. There we go.
I remember wanting to play it because it looked cool, but I know with the storyline from what I followed, that's like Max after he's older and
Yeah.
wasn't he bald? He was
Yeah.
bald in
Yeah.
that
This
one.
is like a number of years later and it's like his
Yeah,
demons
years
catching
later
up
in the
with him and
storyline.
stuff.
Yeah,
But
it looks cool, but I never got a chance to play it.
yeah, it's interesting because it like I'm looking at the date for Max Payne 2, the fall of Max Payne.
Hmm.
Max Payne 3 came out almost 10 years later because
Wow. Yeah.
Max Payne 2 came out in 2003. So it was almost a
Mm,
decade later that
crazy.
a sequel came out to it. But yeah, Max Payne 1 and 2 I have very fond memories of playing on Xbox.
Yep.
It was one of my favorite games to play on Xbox. I remember especially I think it's Max Payne 1 where you like go through basically like a think like the New York City train underground. You're going through
Yeah.
the tunnels and stuff. I got fucking lost all the gosh time. I remember being lost and then dying a lot and stuff and getting frustrated with that. Like that's the memory. That's like a memory I have with that game. But yeah,
Oh
I
yeah.
Max Payne 2 is one of my is probably my favorite of the two. I think the storyline is incredible. I replayed through them. I want to say I replayed through them like probably like 2013, 2014-ish because I got them during a sale on Steam.
Oh
And
yeah.
then I
Okay.
had to jump through hoops to make them work on Steam
Man.
because sometimes
Man.
games on Steam just don't work. And the Max Payne 1 and 2 was one of them where you had to jump through hoops to get them working. But I got them working, played them. Still, I think they're still solid games. I think the storyline is interesting. Like, I love that
Mhm.
Noir kind of New York
Yeah.
City Noir feel to them and everything. The I don't it's just good storytelling. I think this is some really good like environmental storytelling too.
Oh
And there was
yeah.
like that comic aspect of it too. Do you remember
Yeah.
how like the cutscenes were done and stuff?
Exactly. No, I remember that completely. It kind of has that what's there's like a series of movies. It's two of them. Sin City, if
Sin
you remember
City,
Sin City.
yeah,
It has
Sin
that
City.
Sin City vibe,
Yeah,
It's really cool. I love that look and I love that type of like you said noir look and gameplay
yeah,
of it. So that's so
yeah.
cool.
I hope they in this remake they capture that. And I think the cool thing about this remake, let me pull up the article so I make sure I'm getting everything right.
Hmm.
This is from IGN by an article by Matt Kim. Um, excuse me, I burped. The Max Payne remake will be also okay. We are thrilled. Blah, 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 blah. Where did I see this? Is it at the top of that? Okay, so they're going to be remaking them all at one time into
Yeah.
one single
Hmm.
like package there. So yeah, and that says it at the top of that. But yeah, I'm excited about this. I again love Max Payne. It's a fantastic series. I'm interested in seeing how they're going to update and modernize it because I will say when I played it back in 2013, from what I remember, 2014, whenever that was,
Hmm.
the controls were iffy, but it was
Oh yeah,
it's
of course.
there's jank to it. There's jank to it always. But yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see how it gets updated. Um, they and man, Remedy has a lot on its plate too
No, it
because it's
does. Yeah.
they're developing Alan Wake 2, which I love Alan Wake. So I'm interested in seeing how that's going to work out. They just got done with Remedy just got done with some military game that came out a couple months ago. I cannot remember the name of it.
I meant to ask
Games.
you because I know you love Alan Wake, and so because I'm thinking of going back to play Alan Wake 1, 4, 2,
Uh-huh.
and
Uh-huh.
Alan Wake is it kind of like a what kind of game is it? Is it like a horror esque?
It's horror-esque. It's more psychological than it
Oh,
is
gotcha.
like horror. Um, but it's good. It's fun.
N- Nice.
I think like X-Files.
Okay,
That's the
gotcha.
best way I can say it. Alan Wake is more like X-Files, at least Alan Wake 1. Alan Wake 2 is supposed to be like leaning more into the survival horror genre.
Okay.
Whereas Alan Wake was like action horror with more emphasis on action.
Oh,
But
nice.
like
Okay.
they
Okay.
are Twilight Zone. Twilight Zone would actually be the
Oh,
better
okay.
example than X-Files. But Remedy just came out with Crossfire X story mode. That's what it was. And
Crossfire.
Crossfire X apparently does not have good multiplayer, but the story mode was decent. So, but yeah, they
Ah,
just came out with that couple months ago. And then, have you played Control at all?
Control. A little bit. It's another game that I have. I just haven't had
Yeah,
time to get into it.
Control is incredible as well. I think Control is actually probably their best game.
Okay.
Um, I say that, but Max Payne. Max Payne is probably the best game. Quantum Break is actually really good too. Did you ever play Quantum Break? It was a
Mm-mm.
Xbox exclusive. They were doing they were doing like a TV show and the
Okay.
game, and so like you'll be playing the game, and then it'll cut to the
Oh,
show,
TV show.
and then they had what's his name, the guy who played Iceman in X-Men in the
Oh,
movies.
yeah, I know who
Do
you're
you
talking about.
they
I see
whatever?
him. I
Yeah,
there's a screenshot of him here.
yeah. Did you know he has a twin?
No.
I always forget that he has a twin because his twin is in something else. Oh my god. Anyways, it's not important. I'm getting on a tangent here. Maybe it's the twin that no, I'm pretty sure it was both of them. Anyways, it's not important. Anyways, his twin was in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. That's where I was going with that. Anyways, not
Okay.
important. Not important.
I was like,
maybe was it Buffy the Vampire? Maybe it was. No, Smallville. He was in Smallville.
okay. Oh, okay.
It doesn't matter what I'm just saying. I don't even know the actor's name or the twins' name. But
That's hilarious.
But Quantum Break was actually a really good game.
Okay.
I loved Quantum Break. It came out in 2016, I believe, something like that. 2016, yeah, because it came out when I was living in California. I remember.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, they were doing like a weird TV show thing, so they had like live action stuff, and then they would go to the video game, and all like, I would say it was smooth, but it wasn't, because it's like very jarring to go from video game cutscene to live
exactly.
people. You're like, what? But yeah, the live cutscenes were actually, I think, like followed a different storyline, if I'm remembering correctly. I haven't played the game in forever. It's part of Gamepass, though. You can go play it on Gamepass if you're ever interested.
Nice.
It was a good game. So I'm again, we're getting off track here. This is supposed to be about Max Payne.
Max Payne.
I was just going through Remedy's history here because they have Alan Wake 2 coming out soon, or maybe coming out soon.
Yeah.
And then they have this, and who knows when we're actually going to get it? Because
of course
they're remaking it. It sounds like they're remaking it completely, from the ground up. So I'm imagining like how Capcom did Resident Evil 2 and 3, those remakes where they just completely redid it from the ground up. But yeah, I'm interested. I'm excited. I'm excited about Alan Wake 2. I love Remedy games. I don't know how. I hear Crossfire X story mode is fine. The multiplayer is not good, but Remedy didn't do anything with the multiplayer mode. Apparently, Crossfire. Getting off track here, but Crossfire X is popular overseas in like Korea and stuff. From what I understand, the multiplayer looks boring as hell to me, but whatever. They did Death Rally. I don't even know what that game is.
I don't even. Do you remember the Max Payne movie with Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah, and Mila Kunis, right?
Was it Mila Kunis?
I believe so.
Let me see.
Pretty
Max
sure.
Payne movie. It was. Just show me the cast.
Mila Kunis. Was it? Maybe I'm getting that wrong. I thought she was the girl in it.
I think she was in it. She was in it. Yep. She played
she was.
Mona Sachs.
Yeah, Mona Sachs. All right, favorite character. Marky Mark. Mark Wahlberg was in Uncharted, by the way. In that Uncharted movie that just came out, he was Sully.
That's so crazy. Did you know he was originally cast to play Tom Holland's character Nathan Drake?
Really?
Yep. But then, it was years ago. This is way off track. But years ago, he was cast to play him. But then years went by, and they said, "Okay, you're a little too old for the role now." And then that's when they cast Tom Holland. Anyway,
fascinating. Seeing this is going even more further on track here. we lost the point of the show today. It's like a low news day. Like nothing happened really at all this past week. What happened to the big announcements that were supposed to happen out of PlayStation?
I know.
God,
I know.
Stupid. Anyways, going through the you reminded me of the Max Payne movie. For some reason, that made me think of Constantine with our Lord and Savior.
Mm-hmm.
You know who our Lord and Savior is, right?
For some reason, I was about to say Gabe.
Gabe Newell?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I was like, who?
No. Constantine. I forgot. I don't know why my name is going.
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves. I don't know why I couldn't think of his name. I was hoping you would say it. That's why I had a pause thing, because I couldn't remember his name. But for some reason, it made me think of that. You saying the Max Payne movie made me think of Constantine. Then Constantine made me go, oh yeah, I fucking love goddamn John Wick.
Oh yeah, John Wick, yeah.
John Wick, very much like Max Payne, The only
Very much,
difference
very much.
is that it was Max Payne's wife. It was Max's wife, and not his
And it
dog,
was
and
exactly.
not the, there we go, roundabout. We get
And we're full circle.
full circle back to Max Payne. Woo, Max Payne! This is beautiful. Let's do it.
That's hilarious. Oh my god. Max
I don't.
Payne remake coming
Did Max
soon.
Payne's wife die? I believe so. Right?
I think yeah, I think it was his wife that they
Max
killed.
Payne, wife dies. I got someone named Michelle Payne. Yeah, Michelle
There you
Payne.
go.
That is his late wife, which she was killed by Valkyr test subjects in 1998. Despite having little appearances in the game, she is mentioned in all 3 games by her husband in his grief for his family death, and her death is responsible for Max's endless depression before he resolves after dealing with the incident in Brazil. Man, this whole paragraph, I just lost it. Like, I don't. What are these words? I don't know what any of this means anymore. I
Oh
didn't
my
play
God.
3, so I can't tell you what happened in Brazil. What the fuck happened in Brazil? Now I gotta
I
go
don't
play
know.
3 and find out.
I
You know
know.
what? Let's start it up. Let's start it up right now.
Right now we're streaming Max Payne 3 and the screens they minimize and they go into the Max Payne 3 gameplay.
Wee, Max Payne 3. We're not gonna stop playing until it's complete, baby. Woo.
Oh my god.
All right. Well, moving on from that.
Moving on.
So, moving on from that, PS5 possibly getting PS3 emulation. Oh my god. We were just talking about this last episode about the streaming, how I was bummed about the streaming aspect.
Yeah.
But on Push Square, PS3 emulation allegedly in production for PS5, an article by Sammy Barker. Sony might be working on hardware-level PlayStation 3 emulation for the PS5, according to a talkative Games Beat scribe Jeff Grubb. The industry observer, who's proven to be well-connected, cited sources who've indicated that the platform holder is exploring support for its last-gen console, although it may take some time. Elle, would you be excited if they have PS3 emulation? Would you?
Of course.
Would you want to? Would I would? Go ahead and explain your thoughts.
No, I definitely would be excited. PS3 emulation to have it on there. Because I was reading the article and they were talking about supposedly so they would have like a tier for it to include like a bunch of like old school games.
Yeah, I mean,
in there.
I would assume it'd be. I mean, premium tier does the cloud stuff, so that's where I figured like the premium tier would also do emulation. I would assume.
Yeah,
that would be insane if they had a 4th tier. Premium tier. This is the premium plus.
I wish, man, like the more that we talk about cloud gaming, man, I just want to be able to download the games that way. It's like super smooth and you're not dealing with latency and everything like that. But it does make me excited for the possibility of it. And so I think it's a step in the right direction for me. I think that it's cool because like there's a bunch of great games on the PS3 that people would love to play. So I think it's like a great move.
Yeah, I think I agree. I think it would make that premium tier more enticing. Right now, like I'm lukewarm about it because like I don't care about cloud. Like like the reason I think it works with Game Pass is because it's optional. Like on Game Pass, all their games you can download and play, and then you have the option to go cloud if you need to go cloud, or if you want to play on your phone, you can play on your phone via the cloud and stuff like that. But like kind of being forced with on the PlayStation Plus side kind of makes it lukewarm for me, just because like cloud gaming is not really, it's still not there yet, still not quite there yet. There's latency issues. I mean, like it's not horrible, but it is noticeable, especially like it's a fast moving game. Like if you're playing Halo via the cloud, it's noticeably it's noticeable like that your response is not as sharp as it would be if you had it downloaded. It's not as smooth. It'll get pixelated at the edges and stuff like that if you're playing via cloud. And so it's like, I mean, like for some games it works. The other thing too is like I can't really think of too many PS3 games that I would want to play. Yeah, maybe Metal Gear Solid.
It's I know PS2's where Metal Gear Solid 2, that Sons of Liberty, that was number 2, right?
Sons of Liberty and stuff you can play on Xbox. So
Oh, well,
because
there you go.
it's
Yeah.
via backward. If you have the HD collection or whatever, it's backwards
Mhm.
compatible. But like Resident Evil, Metal Gear Solid 4, I believe,
Oh,
um,
yeah.
is the one that's on PS3 that was exclusive to PS3. It's the only one that's exclusive just to the PS3. Um,
Huh. Yeah, because I'm looking up like a list of like some classic games from the PS3, and I'm trying to think of like, okay,
Heavenly
w-
Sword.
Heavenly Sword.
I believe
Okay.
that. I'm gonna look
I
up Heavenly
mean,
Sword real quick because I want to make sure I'm getting this right. Uh,
you can with this. I think. Well, no, never mind. I'm thinking of something else. You play Ratchet and Clank, the early Ratchet and Clank games. Uh,
I mean,
play
Ratchet and Clank, perfect game. Uh,
play Killzone.
Killzone. Fuck Killzone. Did you ever play
Man, do
Killzone?
you? I did play it a little bit because you remember there was so much hype for it.
Yeah,
So much hype. People are
because
like,
it was
"This
like
is
it was
gonna
Sony's
be."
first-person shooter. It's gonna compete with
It's
Halo
with
and blah.
Halo. Boy, were they wrong. Yeah, I played it and yeah, didn't have
And
fun
then what
with
was
it.
the other one? Resistance, right? Yeah. What?
Was it Resistance? I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, Resistance. They were both first-person shooters
Yeah.
for
Yeah. I'm looking
which
at all
always
these. Yeah.
Resistance PS3. Yeah, PS3 Resistance.
Oh yeah, Resistance 3. Infamous. You can play Infamous.
Well, yeah, Infamous would actually be a fun thing to go back to.
Prince of Persia. No.
I mean, you can play Prince of Persia anywhere.
Yeah.
Um, but no, Resistance was fine. Now I would be interested in playing Infamous. I like
Oh
Infamous.
yeah.
I remember seeing something about like remakes for that or something like that, or remasters for that, but that was like a
Oh
rumor.
okay.
That was a while
Yeah,
ago,
yeah.
and so there's nothing that's come from that. Sly Cooper, the Sly Cooper games.
Oh
Get that
man,
get a
yeah.
rascal. What was I can't remember the catchphrase for that games. Sly Cooper, I don't remember. But play that raccoon, right? He was a raccoon.
Yeah, he's a raccoon. Yeah, Sly.
Cooper.
Oh, that's my dog.
Oh, look at that little stupid raccoon. He was
What?
born in 1984. What the fuck? No.
Oh my
What is
god.
this nonsense? He was born in 1984. It's the first
Wait, is
thing
that
I
what
see.
it says?
Yeah, that's the first. Like when I just typed in Sly Cooper, it shows Sly Cooper, the raccoon, and it says 1984. Motherfucker was born in 1984. But yeah, Sly
He's
Cooper
an
would
old
be fun to go
raccoon.
back to. Infamous would be fun to go back to. I would not care for Resistance or Killzone, but
Yeah.
that's just me.
True.
Any other games that you can think of? Maybe some like obscure Japanese RPGs or something.
Journey? Or could you
I
play
mean,
it on
you can play
anything?
that now. They have
Oh,
one.
okay.
You can
Never
also
mind.
play it on like iPhones and shit.
No, never mind. I was gonna say Wolfenstein, but you can play that everywhere.
Wolfenstein is everywhere. Yeah.
You can play. I'm looking.
I look up Journey and it's just the band. I don't know why I looked up Journey. I already knew the answer. It's already.
Would you be able to play The Last of Us, the first one?
I mean, Last of Us came out on. I mean, they have the remastered.
Oh, that's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Damn,
they
I'm
came out
forgetting
on
all this.
PS4. So.
Well, not important. No. Play the God of War games, the early God of War.
Oh yeah,
Or
God of
the
War. Yeah, God of War. You just can see. I'm losing my fucking mind today, dude. I feel like
it's one of those days. It's one of those days.
I don't even know what happened this week. What day is it? Oh,
That's
my God.
hilarious.
Well,
all right. Moving on.
I feel like that's been the case with every single one of these. Just like a move on. All right. So
it's a fever dream of a show.
It really is. All right. So we have updates for Game Pass for April. This one I'm actually really excited about. Available today. By today, I mean this was a couple days ago, April 5th, when this article went up on the Xbox Wire. But available today, they have Cricket 22 on cloud and console. Step onto the field for the most comprehensive cricket game ever with more licenses, a narrative-driven career mode, and 4K visuals. Cricket 22 is a true next-generation sporting experience. All new control options make the game more accessible to players of all skill levels, while Big Ant Studios' authentic recreation of every aspect of the sport provides hundreds of hours of hyper-realistic cricket action for fans. Lead your team to glory your way. Have you ever played cricket?
Never in my life.
Have you ever seen cricket?
I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen
I've
like
never even seen
highlights
it.
and I've seen videos of people saying that this is such an amazing play, and then I'm like, I don't know what just happened.
Apparently, it has something to do with. Apparently, it's very close, akin to baseball, from what I understand. And guess what that also means? The other sports game for April, The Show 22, MLB The Show 22. Available day one with Xbox Game Pass. Experience faster, deeper, and more intense moment-to-moment action on the field with a variety of game modes for all your rookie players and returning seasoned vets. Every pitch, every hit, every win. Make your mark and own the show in MLB The Show 22. This is a really popular baseball game. I know a lot of people love it. Have you ever played them? Do you care for the show at all? Do you care about baseball at all?
Yeah, I remember playing like a few of these back in the day.
Yeah.
Baseball isn't one of like my favorite sports, but I had fun every now and then playing it. The show was kind of cool, but I'm not like I know the sport and I know how to play it, but you
Yeah.
know I don't have like a love or hate thing for it.
Yeah, I installed it on my Xbox,
Mhm.
and it gave me the option of like doing realistic or like not realistic mode or something like that. I can't remember what the options were. I went realistic, and then it was like choose difficulty: easy, hard, veteran, whatever. And I was like,
Yeah.
well, let's go veteran. I've never
Oh my
played an
God.
MLB show 20. I've never played
Oh.
a baseball game in my life. I was like, okay, yeah, I'll go. I'll start a franchise mode. Why not? It asked me a bunch of more questions. Do I want to be a manager? Do I want to own the team? I was like, I don't know what any of this shit means. I guess I'm going to own the team. All right, let's do my first match. Select your pitcher. I don't know. I don't know what any of this means. Get into the
Oh,
game.
Lord.
I don't know what any of this means. That was my experience with MLB The Show. I'm never going to play it again.
Oh my God.
I was just
Hilarious.
like staring at it. I was just staring at it like, I don't know what any of this means. Maybe I'll download Cricket 22 and play that. Maybe I'll get sweet action from that.
You'll get into cricket.
Yeah, maybe I'm gonna become next week. By this time next week, where it's gonna be the Cricket 22 show from now on. It's just.
Oh my! You're like, man. Have you played that new the show? Have you played it?
Have
I'm in
you
season
played the
12.
Dude, let me tell you. I will know every single player's name. There's a female league and a male league, I believe, in cricket. So
Oh.
I might have just made that up. I'm
Oh
sorry if
my-
I did. You should look that up for me and tell me if I.
Let me see.
Anyways, gonna go up to Coming Soon, which Coming Soon is actually out today because it is now April 7th. China Detective Agency for cloud, console, and PC. Available day one with Game Pass. Chinatown Detective Agency is a cyber noir point-and-click adventure blending stunning retro design with innovative mechanics. Play as Amira Dharma, an ex-cop who has just opened her detective agency. Choose your clients, travel around the world, and solve dangerous cases using real-world research. I'm going to look up see if there's a Metacritic score for this, just to see. Chinatown Detective Agency. Did you find out about the
Yes, there is a male and female league.
in the game?
I was thinking real life.
Oh.
I think in the game. I don't. No, yeah, I think so. Now I have to double check again.
We're on top of
cricket,
things today, man.
Cricket.
This is so good. We're so good. All right. Nothing. No Metacritic score yet. Oh, yep. It has a Metacritic score for PC. It has a 70. Chinatown Detective Agency. It has a hard 70. So
Hard 70. Oh.
be on the lookout for that. I think this is one of the games I think I was interested in when we did the recap of ID at Xbox showcase. But yeah, it looks familiar. Looks cool. I'm gonna check it out. Hopefully, love it. Probably not. Who knows?
There is a male and female, male league and a female league in the game.
Nice. See, I was totally right. I know what I'm talking about. See, I'm a cricket master. I just told you.
That's hilarious.
Is there somebody named Bob? There has to be a Bob somewhere in cricket, right?
Probably. Probability.
John, Bob, David, probably. Anyways, so yeah, Chinatown Detective Agency. It's on Game Pass, so there's no reason not to check it out. But it does have a 70 on PC for Metacritic, and they did not have. It only had one review for the Xbox version. So, and the Xbox version had the one review gave it an 80. So,
Okay.
so we'll see. Next up, Dragon Age 2 on the cloud via EA Play. It's also came out today, available today. So experience the epic sequel of the critically acclaimed Dragon Age Origins. You are one of the few who escaped the destruction of your home. Now forced to fight for survival in an ever-changing world, you must gather the deadliest of allies, amass fame and fortune, and seal your place in history. This is the story of how the world changed forever. The legend of your rise to power begins soon with cloud gaming via EA Play. Have you ever played any of the Dragon Age games?
Have not.
Well, you're a
Never
bitch
got
and you need
around
to play them.
What? Are they good games?
Yeah, I love Dragon Age. I mean, it's BioWare. It's Mass Effect, all that. So
Oh, okay, cool.
yeah, I love
I might
Dragon
have
Age.
to check that out.
Dragon Age 2 is considered like... So there's 3 Dragon Age. There's Dragon Age 1, Origins, Dragon Age 2, and then Dragon Age Inquisition. 2 is sort of the one that's considered bad, but I think it has the best protagonist out of the 3 games. Your Hawk that you can play, Sassy Hawk, is the best antagonist or best protagonist that you play in these 3 games. So in the Dragon Age 1, you play as the Grey Warden.
Okay.
He or she is a silent protagonist basically. And then in 2 you play as Hawk, and it can be male, female, and then you can play them as Goody Two Shoes, a not so goody two shoes, or a sassy asshole, which is the best way to play Hawk. And then in the 3rd, and then Inquisition, you play the Inquisitor. But Dragon Age 2, I think, has the best of your characters. I would say Dragon Age Inquisition has the best combat, but
Okay.
Dragon Age Origin, best story, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, check it out, man. It's all on Game Pass. Game Pass. All right, next up. Next up is Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare Cloud EA Play, also available today. Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare digs into the trenches with an explosive action experience, blast zombies, plants, and unique characters across a mind-blowing world, and enjoy the depth of a traditional online shooter plus the refreshing humor of Plants vs. Zombies the universe. Words. Hard. Confusion. Coming soon with cloud gaming via EA Play, but it's available April 7th. Have you ever played any of the...
Yeah. I've played I think I've played Garden Warfare. It's a lot of fun. I've played, I think back in the day, a few of the I think the previous one before this one I played of Plants vs Zombies. It's funny enough, the people who got me into it was Achievement Hunter from back in the day because they played it a lot.
Yeah, I think I've played Garden Warfare maybe. Is there a battle royale for Plants versus Zombies? I keep saying planets. I don't mean to say
planets versus zombies. Whoa, that's a crazy.
Let me tell you. I think
see.
there might have been a battle royale that came out recently or something. That was like, or maybe there was like a free to play version of Plants vs Zombies that came out recently. But yeah, I've played the tower defense a lot. I have the tower defense. I like the tower defense a lot. But yeah, I never really got into like the team versus team. You play as because it's like a horde mode, right?
Yeah, it's basically like a horde mode. And you're basically trying to set it up for the garden. And it does say here, I just looked it up. It says that there's a battle royale for Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2.
Okay, so Garden Warfare 2 has the battle. Okay, I didn't even know there was a 2. Why don't they have freaking 2 in the cloud gaming? You know what I mean? Anyways,
of course.
Next up is Star Wars Squadrons Cloud EA Play, April 7th. So today, you can go get it today via cloud if you want, or you can just download it as well. The New Republic fights for freedom. The Empire demands order. The Galactic Civil War is at a tipping point in a time where ace pilots on both sides could make all the difference. Master the art of starfighter combat in Star Wars Squadrons with cloud gaming via EA Play. Did you ever play Star Wars Squadrons?
Did not. Sorry. It wasn't. It seemed fun. I've seen people play it, but it's just not my type of game.
Yeah,
you're kind of just like stuck to the fighter jet.
I hear the VR portion of it is really good.
Okay.
I wanted to get it on back when I still had my PlayStation 4 and my VR setup and everything. I wanted to get it for that, and then I didn't. And then I believe I got a PS5 because like Squadrons came out like a month or two before PS5 came out. Then I got my PS5 and unplugged my PS4 and then never looked back. So, but yeah, so I never got Squadrons. I hear the campaign is fun, multiplayer not that great, which is not surprising. But yeah. Also, I don't know how many people are still even playing the multiplayer to begin with. But yeah,
Of course.
I hear the VR portion is like a good example of what VR can do. Like when you're in the cockpit and everything and looking around. I feel like that would be disorienting, but we'll see. And then next up, one of my favorite games of all time.
I was just about to say it's
One of my favorite fucking games of all time. Life is Strange True Colors. It's going to be on cloud, console, and PC April 12th. Life is Strange True Colors, the award-winning entry in the acclaimed Life is Strange series. Alex Chen's hides her curse, the psychic power of empathy, the ability to absorb the strong emotions of others. When her brother dies, that's a spoiler for the first episode. In a so-called accident, Alex must embrace her power to find the truth. So yeah, they spoil the first episode. They also spoil the fact that she can absorb the strong emotion of others because that doesn't actually happen until like the second or third episode. So whatever, I'm also spoiling it now. But
I'm excited. This is actually one that I want to play because I know you talked about it so much and how good it is. So
it's one of my favorite games of all time. It hit me hard. I still love it. I'm gonna play it again on PC because I played it on. I platinum it on PlayStation and all that. So now I can just get all the achievements on PC or at console or whatever. And I'm going to because I fucking love this game. This game's incredible. Speaking of games that are incredible, we still got to get through this list. Have you seen Star Wars Legos: The Skywalker Saga?
Yes.
That game looks fucking incredible, dude. Like
it does.
I was not expecting it to look as good as it does, and I was not expecting everybody to see me love it. Like I haven't seen anyone say it's a bad game.
Exactly.
I've seen nothing but praise, and I'm like, God damn, am I about to buy a Star Wars Lego game?
Yeah, everybody's saying good things about it, and just watching people. I've seen people play it, and people just are saying how great the game is, and like the small, subtle, little details they have in there, and little callbacks.
Yeah.
To this isn't a spoiler or anything like that, but you can play as Qui-Gon Jinn, and there's a thing where if you go to a puzzle, he says, "I have a particular set of skills that's going to help me solve this." A little callback to Taken.
Yeah.
Liam Neeson. Liam Neeson. So I'm like, man, I was thinking, I was like, damn, am I about to buy this game? This game sounds like it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, anyways, back to this list. I just got sidetracked because it made me think of good games, Star Wars. I should have done a review roundup for that, but I didn't think about it until just now. Go look up the Metacritic for me while I read this next game. Panzer Corps 2, PC, ID at Xbox, April 12th. Panzer Corps 2 is the ultimate strategy game. Enjoy the time-proven gameplay formula, which has been appreciated by millions of players over the years, brought to a whole new level of refinement up to the latest technical states. I don't know what any of this means. I don't even know what Panzer Corps is. I gotta look this up now. Panzer Corps 2, what is it? What are you?
Okay.
What are you? I can't tell. It has a very positive score on Steam. Oh, it looks fine. It's it is a kind of looks like Civilization almost. No, maybe, I don't know. I'm gonna pass on this game, but apparently millions of people love it, and it's up to the latest technical standards, whatever the hell that fucking means. I don't know what that means. What does it mean? Who knows? Who cares? If you like Panzer Corps 2, I'm sorry that I'm insulting this game, but you need to get a better fucking game out there. I'm just going to say it. I know Elias is too scared to say it, but I'm going to say it. Fuck Panzer Corps 2. We didn't even need to talk about it.
I have the Metacritic score.
For Star Wars, Legos, Skywalker Saga, what is it?
Metascore is 83, but the user score is 8.8. Almost a 9.
Which one do you want to lean on? Which one do you want to believe more? I usually go with critic score more because user scores are fucking usually like assholes.
Oh my god!
So fuck you if you make the
probably. Oh my god! I think the Metascore. I still think it looks like a great game.
Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna go with I'm probably gonna get it no matter what. So yeah. The next game is The Dungeon of Nachtlablech PC, ID, Xbox, April 12th. Available now on cloud and console, and coming soon to PC Game Pass. Step into the wacky heroic fantasy universe of The Dungeon of Nachtlablech. team of unlikely and clumsy heroes in an epic and challenging tactical RPG. Live an adventure filled with humor, surprises, and silly encounters. I cannot say the name for the life of me, so I just did not.
Oh my
The
god.
Dungeon of Nalbrook Breck.
Nahilbuk.
Nalhalabluk. Blue. You know what? It's not important. This
Wow.
game sucks too. Moving on. I should insult these games. I haven't even actually played it. It's
Oh my
probably
God.
fine. It's coming. It's already on Game Pass for cloud and console, so you can check it out now.
Oh, okay.
And it's going to be PC Game Pass on April 12th, so that's cool. And then Lost in Random cloud, console, and PC via EA Play April 14th. Play the odds in Lost in Random, a gothic. This fucking dog, man. This fucking dog.
Lost in Random. I'm trying to see. I've never seen this one.
It actually looks really cool. It has a
Okay.
It has a what is it like? What is the word I'm trying to think of? It has like a stop motion look to it,
Yeah. Okay.
like animated style to it.
Oh yeah. I'm looking at the gameplay right now.
But Lost in Random, cloud, console, and PC EA Play, April 14th. Play the odds in Lost in Random, a gothic fairy tales inspired action adventure where every citizen's fate is determined by the roll of a dice. PC Game Pass and Ultimate members start their journey with EA Play on April 14th. Nice. I'm excited about this. It looks cool. It looks visually interesting to me, so I'm definitely gonna check it out when it comes out on the 14th. I like the banter that the dice has. The dice has a very distinct personality to it that I found enjoyable. I find enjoyable when I have seen the trailers.
Okay.
But yeah,
it does look cool. I like the aesthetic of it.
yeah, it looks stop motiony, right? I'm not going crazy.
Mhm. No, you're right. Parts of it start motion, and the gameplay actually looks pretty cool. Just all the aspect of it looks really dope. I like it.
Yeah, you're using the dice, right, to navigate
Yeah.
around and stuff.
Using the dice to navigate around, activate card powers,
hmm
to defeat your enemies.
Yeah, so I'm excited. I'm interested in seeing what it does. And then the article on Xbox Wire goes on to also, in case if you missed it, Memoir Blue is also available now. Crusader Kings 3, Kraken Academy, Paradise Killer, Super Mega Ball Baseball 3, Tunic, of course, Tunic. Everybody should go play Tunic. And it looks like there's been DLC updates for Anvil, Vault Breakers Season 1. Don't know what that is. Microsoft Flight Simulator World Update 8. Dude, have you you haven't tried Microsoft Flight Simulator, have you?
No, I've seen people play it though.
Dude, this game has one of the biggest, like, it's like 300 gigabytes to download or something like that.
What?
It's insane. It takes up a lot of fucking space. It's crazy, but it's because it's constantly like giving like updates for the world, because it uses like Google Maps type technology. I don't think it's not Google Maps itself, but it's whatever Microsoft's
it's just trying to stay up to date.
Yeah, so it's constantly updating and like but this game is fucking gorgeous. Like on a high end PC. Holy hell, this game is beautiful to look at. I am not good with Flight Simulator. Like I try to take off, I crash. I have to like start in the air and then I have to put it on like autopilot, because like if I just like touch it just a little bit, I just crash into the ground every time I've ever tried to play it. So it's like, you know what? I'm just gonna look at it, watch other people play it. But yeah, so my dad, he used to be in the Air Force and stuff, and he loves playing Flight Simulator and crap, and so he has it on his PC, and he has a full like HOTAS setup and everything.
Yeah,
the fucking
crazy
flights, like the actual like crap and everything. It's insane. But my dad set up. Anyways, Minecraft preview is available now with PC Game Pass. So if you want to get previews of any future Minecraft updates, does it surprise you that Minecraft is still going strong? Almost, what is it? 14 years later, something like that.
It does, but parts of me kind of see how they've adapted. I'm still surprised. It's kind of in the way that Fortnite is still around. It's still surprising.
I mean, Minecraft's been around a lot longer, though.
Yeah, true. It kind of they just kind of keep evolving and adding new ideas and new things. They kind of keep it fresh, for whoever's playing.
Have you checked out Minecraft with RTX on?
Yes.
It's
Crazy.
gorgeous. It changes.
Yeah,
It changes.
gorgeous. It
It's
changes
so gosh,
everything.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's insane. It's insane. Then there's Sea of Thieves Legends Week available until April 11th, so there's only a few more days left to go. Then Game Pass Ultimate Perks. You can get Paramount Plus for 30-day free trial available now, so you can go watch the Halo show. Have you checked out the Halo show at all? Have you heard?
I have heard.
I've heard it's
What?
very bad. What have you
Oh,
heard?
really?
Yeah, I've heard it's
Oh,
bad.
I was gonna say I wanted to go check it. It actually looked kind of cool. Oh boy, it's bad.
Yeah, I've heard it's bad.
I heard it was like average.
Yeah. Ugh. I've seen like the sphere that I've like, podcasts that I listen to and everything, people are just like, oof, it's something. They show Master Chief's face in the first episode.
Canceled.
They take
Canceled
the
the
helmet
show.
off. That's what a lot of people were pissed off about. But I also heard like the elites don't look good and stuff like that too. And
Oh boy.
I don't know. I'm maybe I'll check it out. I don't know. I mean, I don't really want to try the Paramount Plus 30-day free trial right now because, like, unless Halo is going to be done within the next 30 days,
Course.
then I'd have to
You're
keep
like, why
paying.
bother?
Yeah. So maybe if this is still available after Halo is complete. I do know that Halo, they've already renewed like Halo for season 2, so there is going to be a second season. So, they were confident enough in season 1, but I haven't seen too many good things about Halo. That's the thing, like the show. I haven't seen a lot about it, but is what it is.
Hopefully season 2's better.
Yeah, I mean, there's still plenty of episodes left because they're only going into the 3rd episode, I believe.
Oh, okay.
So for Halo. So, yeah. I think it's today. Maybe the 3rd episode came out today, or it comes out tomorrow. I don't know what the schedule was like. Speaking of shows, have you been watching Moon Knight on Disney Plus?
Man, have not.
Oscar Isaac.
I've been meaning to. Yeah, I've been meaning to.
Oscar Isaac's perfect, man. Let me tell you the things he does to me.
No.
Have you seen him in Dune? Okay. Boy, that beard in Dune. Woo-wee. Gay Jesus came out. Gay Jesus came out was one. It's so bad.
I thought you were gonna say, have you seen that clip that he did that charity event where he was him and some other actors were kind of doing a play on stream, and he goes, "Get on your knees," and he's like acting it out, and people are like taking that and putting it in stuff. Yeah, it's hilarious.
Oh yeah, God, Oscar Isaac's perfect, man. I love Oscar Isaac. He's the only. He was one of the only reasons why I like the sequel trilogy of Star Wars.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he's Poe Dameron. He's Poe Dameron.
Crazy.
God, he's so hot. Anyways, and he looks better with a beard. He was also in do you remember that Android movie that came out 2015, 2016? I can't remember the exact name of it.
Android movie.
Oscar Isaac Android movie. What was the Android movie called? Oh my god. Ex Machina.
Oh, Ex Machina. I was like, that's what I was thinking. I was like, surely it doesn't mean.
Yeah, Oscar Isaac. Yeah, that's the Android movie. That's how I know it. She was an android, and then she escaped. Okay, spoiler for Ex Machina.
Spoiler alert.
Everybody
dies.
She murders everybody. Well, she murders 2 people and then leaves the guy that lets her out to pretty much die. Like she just leaves him in there. So that's a really fucking good movie. That's a really good fucking movie. Leaving soon. So on April 15th, MLB The Show 21 is going to be leaving Game Pass on April 15th. Rain on Your Parade is going to leave on April 15th. The Long Dark, which is a good survival game, I recommend if you have a chance to check it out before it leaves. It's also leaving on April 15th, but it's a really good game. You should check it out. I've been playing The Long Dark since it got announced way back when. Long Dark was actually one of the first. Do you remember on Xbox One? They started the game preview, which was basically like the early access, but on Xbox. You know how Steam has early access?
Oh yeah.
Whatever it's called. Long Dark was like one of the first games to do like game preview. So it was a good game. It's a good game. It has a really good. There's a storyline to it. It's a survival. You got to survive in the cold winter stuff. It's good.
Nice.
And then Pathway. I don't know what Pathway is. Never heard of it. Um, leaving April 18th is F1 2019. It's that I'm
Oh
sure so many people are
yeah.
heartbroken about that. I'm
No,
heartbroken.
F1.
I'm so heartbroken, you know? All right. So that's the roundup for Game Pass, the update for Game Pass in April, for the first half of April. Probably around April 15th, we'll get another update from Xbox Wire about what else is coming. So we will be sure to look at that. And then another game, a game that is on my radar, a game that I love. I shouldn't say I love, but I watch. I'm going to fucking hate this game when it comes out.
Oh no, I hope not.
Trek to Yomi has its release date. It's May 5th. It's going to be day one on Game Pass, so you can play day one on Game Pass May 5th. Are you excited about it? You said you already pre-installed it.
That's how excited I am. I already pre-installed it. I'm waiting for midnight to hit May 5th, so that way I can go ahead and play it. I'm excited because it's I think it's gonna be a good game. I just look, it's beautiful. I can't wait to play it. It's not. I don't think it's gonna be overly complex. I think it's gonna be exactly what everybody wants it to be. I think.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's going to be good, but I also have a feeling that I'm going to hate this game. It's in the pit of my stomach. I'm going to play it and I'm going to be miserable the entire. No, I'm kidding. I'm so excited about this game. I'm really excited. Oh God, everything about this game looks beautiful. If anything, doesn't matter if the game's bad or not. At least it's beautiful, right?
Yeah.
At least it looks visually pleasing.
It does, definitely.
And that
I can't wait for it.
The roundup of news for the day. We stumbled a lot. We stumbled through that a lot, you know. I think we should go back and re-talk about all of this.
Redo everything.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So let's take it from the top, baby. No, but I have a discussing question to ask you. I have a question to ask you. I have a question to ask our listeners. What is your fondest video game memory? What are some of your fondest video game memories? You don't have to center it to just one.
Yeah.
You can do multiple.
Yeah. Man, I have like a few that I can think of. So like, of course, you know, the games. I guess you have certain memories attached to them. One, I can list. We can kind of go back. I think I have like 3 or 4 that I remember. The first one that I remember is playing, of course, Super Mario Brothers on Super Nintendo. And just, you know, being amazed. I remember playing it. Funny enough, the first time I played it was in Mexico. I was visiting my father's side of the family, and a cousin of mine had it, and he was playing it down there, and I was like, "What is this?" And I just remember being just like pulled into the, you know, that world, that video game world. That was like when I kind of fell in love with video games, and I was like, "Wow, this is crazy."
Yeah.
And I remember just playing it, not even really understanding that it was something to beat, but more so just being, you know, enthralled in like, wow, you do this? Like, you know, just being enthralled into that. That's like one of the first memories I have of video games.
Yeah. The memory that you just made me think of. I don't know why, because it's like not even really related to this at all. It was a family thing. When this was Christmas Day, 2001.
Okay.
I was excited, you know, wake up, 11-year-old me ran down the stairs. It's Christmas. Woo! What are we getting? What are we getting? People my sister and I pushing each other, punching each other, trying to get to our presents. And then I pull out a box. I open it, and it's the Xbox.
Wow.
And I look at it, and I look at my dad, and I go, "What the hell is this?" I don't say, "What the hell is this?" I go, "What is this?" He's like, "It's an Xbox. It's a new video game console that came out." And that was the first time. That was my response. 11-year-old me didn't know what the hell an Xbox was. But my dad, we took it out, we hooked it up. He had bought me Halo. And then he bought me Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Rings video game.
Man,
which is one of the worst video games ever made, because it doesn't follow the book and it doesn't follow the movie at all. And it just ends abruptly, and you're just like, what the fuck is this? But it got those, and then I got a football game. I can't remember what football game was there. And then, of course, the Xbox at the time came with some racing game and Jet Set Radio Future.
Man, I remember.
It was on a dual disc. You had the racing game, and then you had Jet Set Radio Future. But those were the games that I had, and I played the hell out of Halo. Because 11-year-old me loved Lord of the Rings, I did play Lord of the Rings, and then I played Jet Set Radio. Never touched the football game because I didn't. 11-year-old me didn't care. I think my dad got the football game for
Oh,
him more than
gotcha.
anything
Gotcha.
because he did come in like steal the Xbox
Well,
every now and then. I
yeah.
was like, I'm gonna play this now. Shut up. Get the fuck away. And he'd take it and go play the football game and stuff. And he would play
Wow.
the racing game as well. But yeah, I would play the Jet Set Radio, and those are the only games I had for like 2 or 3 years. I can't remember
Wow.
any other game that I got until Star Wars, the Knights of the Old Republic. I can't remember
That's crazy.
maybe well, because Knights of the Old Republic came out before Halo 2. So
Yeah.
yeah, so
That's crazy. 'Cause I remember for me growing up, we would always like every now and then if we got bored of our games, of course, back in the day, you'd go to Blockbuster
yeah.
or Hollywood Video, if you remember that. You
Yeah.
remember
Yeah.
that? um
Freaking Hastings, go to Hastings
Hastings,
and
yeah,
rent stuff.
Hastings.
Yeah.
Oh my god, so many rental places. But you just reminded me of another one. I remember a fond memory it's funny, I'm gonna call this fond. A fond memory that I remember playing a game that I shouldn't have been playing. Even
Oh
though
my
it was like
god. What was it?
it's funny enough you're gonna be like, what? I remember randomly playing, I didn't know why I shouldn't play. I was like, this is just a game with a squirrel, but Conker's Bad Fur Day, if you
Dude,
remember
Conker's
that.
Bad Fur Day is so good.
Yeah, it's so good. But I
He's a
remember
foul mouthed squirrel.
I
Edgy
remember
squirrel.
what was funny was I remember being at Walmart and they have the little section with like the game controller you can play, look up, and you hurt your neck playing it.
Yeah.
Um, I
No, that was the
remember,
classics, man.
yeah, very
Man, kids don't have it
they don't have neck problems like we used to.
Yeah. I remember
But I
beelining
remember,
for those things. Go to Walmart. If we're taking a trip to Walmart, beeline to the electronics.
I
Go
remember
do your
seeing.
shopping, Mom. I'm going to sit here and play it. Anyway, sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I remember seeing the game, and I was like, "Oh, this looks cool." And I asked my mom to get it for me, and she didn't know that I shouldn't have been playing it. And I remember she told the lady, "Hey, can you grab this? I want to get this for my son." And the lady that worked at the Walmart at the time was like, "You want to get this for your son?" And then like, we don't know that it's a mature game
Yeah.
because of like the language and the
You just see a cute freaking squirrel
yeah.
named
I thought it
Conker.
was
You don't know that he's about to drop F-bombs.
exactly, but that's like another memory that I have that I remember playing that and being like, "What? He's
Whoa.
saying this? He's
The
saying
fuck?
curse words?
What
Shooting
is
people?"
this? I thought this was just going to be a Mario game.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
boy, was I corrupted.
Yeah. Oh man, I remember that. I didn't actually play Conker's Bad Fur Day or any Conker game until like much later in life. I don't think I
Oh
played
yeah.
them until I got to college, and I think I played them because of Zach.
Oh,
Because I think
okay.
Zach had them or something. Maybe
Wow.
somebody. I don't know, but like yeah, I remember I knew of Conker, but I never played the games.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
Another fond memory though for me is when you leave the sewers in Elder Scrolls Oblivion. It's
Oh yeah.
the initial like so like it's similar to like leaving the vaults and like Fallout or anything like
Yeah.
that. You just when you step out into that world and you're just like, oh my god, because like my first experience with Oblivion was like on a high end PC. My dad had built a super PC
Oh,
just for Oblivion and all this other crap.
crazy.
And so like at the time, from my memory of it is that god, this game is the most gorgeous thing I've ever seen. Like I look back at Oblivion now and I'm like, oof, oof. But yeah, I remember leaving the sewers and just being like, oh my god, I can go anywhere in this game. I can go to that mountain over there. I can go over there. Oh, I can go over there. Oh my god, I'm being attacked by a fucking crab. Oh my god, the crab just killed me. That was the whole experience for me. But like I think that's when I started like, well, I shouldn't say that's when I started transitioning from being like super into multiplayer to wanting to play single player games.
Hmm.
But that was like maybe like the start, maybe loose start of it, because
Yeah.
I was still super into playing Halo and Gears of War and
Oh
stuff.
yeah.
So
No, definitely. That reminds me of even though I say this like all the time, almost like on every episode, but I remember the first time I played Grand Theft Auto 3.
oh
A
god,
friend,
get over it.
shut up, we get it. No, a friend let me borrow the game because I didn't know what it was. I didn't
Yeah.
know what but people were talking about it, but I had just like heard it through friends around our neighborhood. And I remember a friend was like, "You should play this game." And I definitely shouldn't have been playing this game at the age that I played it.
Yeah.
And I remember playing it and I was like, what is this world? Kind of, even though it's not really open world, it has its own little sandbox world. and
Yeah,
I was
it's more
like,
it's more sandboxy than
yeah, and
anything.
I remember being so amazed, like, you could do all these things. You mean to tell me I can go rob this person, or I can go do this, pick up this health pack, run over these people, and all these things? Like it just like was, it was like something where my brain was just like, wow, this is crazy that you can do this in a video game
Yeah.
and be fine with it. And then that's like when I first started to kind of fall in love with like the details of video games and just paying attention to small things like I said, the radio station that
Yeah.
they put in there and the storylines and the characters, and I was like, oh wow, like this is why I love this game, because of these small subtle things.
Yeah. I have a very similar thing with Grand Theft Auto actually, with 3. My friend I was going to stay the night with my friend Romel.
Uh-huh.
Um I don't actually think we were friends at the time. So my dad and his coworker,
Uh-huh.
I was, we were the coworker's son was the same age as me, and my dad was
Oh,
like,
okay.
"Yeah, you're
Hang out.
yeah, hang
Go
out.
hang out.
You're gonna go spend the night with him." I was like, "What? I don't even know this kid." And Romel had a PlayStation 2 and stuff, and Grand Theft Auto 3 had just come out, and they had gotten it, and we stayed up all night. He played
Wow.
it. I just watched. I was like, "Come on, let me play." He's like, "No, this is mine. Go away, kid. I don't even know you."
Wow.
But we did become friends after that and stuff, and I would come over there like every weekend after that, and we would play and stuff.
Wow.
Well, I say we play, but it was him
You
playing, and
would
I would
play.
watch. And
Yeah.
but that was like a friendship, like a 1-year friendship, and then they moved away, and I never saw him again. So, because Air Force, so they always.
Wow.
But yeah, it's a memory that I have. Wouldn't necessarily say it's a fond memory, but it was very similar. It's just like, this is my first experience
Yeah.
that I remember watching watching people play it. I don't think I actually played it. I don't ever actually think I've played Grand Theft Auto 3. I know I
Wow.
played Vice City. I know I've played Vice
Yeah.
City, and I know I've played San Andreas.
San Andreas,
Um,
yeah.
I remember
Did
this is not a fond memory,
oh
but
boy.
do you remember when so San Andreas, you remember uh late night anime stuff that would show up on Cartoon Network? What was it called?
You're talking
Toonami?
about
No,
Adult Swim, not Adult Swim.
Adult Swim wasn't a thing yet.
Oh yeah, was it?
Because it was
But it
just
was
because it was like Yu Yu Hakusho
Oh yeah,
showing
yeah,
up,
yeah.
like Bleach and stuff like that. Well, what I would do at night, they like on weekends, those would be playing at night, and so I would be
Mhm.
playing San Andreas and have that like on the TV and stuff, and then I would be in the living room on the computer, because at the
Uh-huh.
time the computer was down in the living room and stuff, so I'd be playing San Andreas late into the night, and my dad would come downstairs, but you need to go to bed. I'm watching the shows. He was like, "No, you're not. You're not watching the shows." Because I would just leave the TV on and be like, "Yeah, I'm watching my shows." You're
Of
not.
course.
You're playing video games. Stop
That's
playing.
hilarious.
You need to go upstairs. I mean, I was like 14, I think, when San Andreas came out, but still, can't do that.
Wow.
Can't do that.
Crazy. I'm trying to think of like other moment. I remember some of the fondest memories that I have. Actually, I would say for us, if you remember when we lived in Barrington, which this is like on when we were in college, and playing like Mario Kart with everybody or Melee. Like, I had
I
so many
remember.
fond memories. Is it?
Anytime I think about it, I think about the time I got in that fight. Remember? You remember the fight with what
vaguely remember.
Rashawn?
Oh yeah, I remember. Holy mo! I forgot all about it.
Got mad and just punched him in the face with the Wii remote.
Oh yeah, and I remember I was like, all right, and nothing happened afterwards. It was just like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
all right.
You grabbed me.
everybody went
You
back.
grabbed me and pulled me away, and that
Did
was
I?
You grabbed me and pulled
Oh
me
yeah,
away.
'cause I was trying to make sure. Yeah, I was like, hey, all right, let's not. It could go further, and then
Yeah.
after
Yeah.
that, it was like whatever.
Yeah.
Man,
That
memories.
that was like my freshman year. I believe that was my freshman. Was it my freshman year or my second year? I can't remember.
I think it might have been your second year because I remember. That's when we lived together, right? We were.
No,
we
I
were,
think you. No, I think you were living with Gavin at the time. Gavin was your sweet mate.
Was I?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I
I just
Gavin,
remember.
I think Gavin was your sweet mate, maybe, because I
I remember.
remember running into Gavin in the hallway afterwards, and Gavin was like, "Oh shit, I'm gonna go talk to him," and then Gavin ran away.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious. I remember, but yeah, I remember because now we're going off on a tangent.
Yeah.
But
College days.
but college days,
Yeah.
I forgot all about that. But no, yeah, I remember playing like Mario Kart and
Yeah.
like Melee, and I was like better at Mario Kart because I'd always get beat at Melee because I wasn't that great.
I mean,
But
everybody got let's be
beat,
real.
Lord,
Zach beat everybody. So
everybody,
even in
everybody.
fucking Mario Kart, but at least Mario Kart was more fun.
Of course, yeah, Mario Kart was way more
Because
fun.
in fucking in Melee, Zach would just fuck with you.
Man, he was so good at it, and
Yeah.
so. But I remember playing that, and I think Mario Double Dash is another one that I had like so much fun playing
Yeah.
with like my little brother and stuff, and just being giddy playing that,
Yeah. Yeah, I have memories for of course Halo, late night Halo games with do you remember Pablo Reynolds?
Pablo, that sounds so
He was in
familiar.
high school with us. He was in my grade in high school. So he was a
I think
year before you, of course.
so. Okay.
So but me and him would do like late night Halo 2 nights. We'd just stay up until like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning just playing over
Wow.
Xbox Live. This was when we were 13, 14, 15 years old.
Holy
Or
moly.
whenever Halo 2 was out. I think I was like 14 or something. But yeah, it was late nights doing that, and we did that for like 2-3 years because I remember doing it all the way up to like Halo 3 with him and stuff too. And then I went off to college and never spoke to him again. So that's how that friendship ended.
That's hilarious.
Now
Wow.
he's gonna listen to this and be like, I don't remember
Look.
this fucking asshole.
This jerk. No.
Yeah. But yeah, late
Wow.
night Halos, man. Did you? So like a lot of people in our age group, maybe a
Mhm.
little bit older, have a lot of memories of GoldenEye. Do you have memories of GoldenEye at all?
Yeah, damn. Yeah, I have a lot of memories. Because I remember, of course, playing it with my little brother a lot when it first
Mm.
came out, and then I think maybe like I had another friend in the neighborhood I lived in that we would play. Um, but then I think I would always bring it to other friends' houses
Mhm.
to play, and if we'd had 4 controllers and we would all play it. Um, I do remember playing it, but I don't have like a lot of like. It's still fun, but it's not as like memorable to me.
Yeah.
It was just a game that I played with a bunch of people.
Yeah, I have similar to me. Like I know I played it. I know I had the game, but honestly, I could like. It's like so vague during that time because it would have come out when I was like 9-ish years
Yeah,
old, 10-ish years old,
yeah.
somewhere around there. And yeah, I just don't have, I've drank since then. I've smoked since then. I don't remember shit. No,
No,
but like,
definitely.
on the N64 though, I have fond memories of 2 games:
Okay.
Diddy Kong Racing,
Man.
because that was the only game I could get my sister to play when I was younger. Because
Uh-huh.
Jackie, is 2 years older than me, and so
Yeah.
she was always, I don't want to be with my brother. Get away from me. But she would play Diddy Kong Racing with me, so I had fond memories of that, like bonding with my sister or playing Diddy Kong Racing. She always played what was the little mouse with a bow? Do you know who I'm talking about?
Little mouse with the bow. I'm gonna have to look this up.
Was it a mouse? Maybe it was a lion. I don't remember.
Let's see. Little mouse with the bow. Pipsy the mouse.
Pipsy, yeah. She would always play Pipsy, and I would always be oddly enough, Banjo. I would always be
Nice.
Banjo. Banjo. I'm Banjo. 'Cause
I'm
that's what he would say when he
I'm
clicked the
Banjo.
holy Banjo.
Where's Kazooie? No.
There's no kazoo, it's just Banjo.
And
I also liked the tiger. I think his name was Tiber. What was
Timber the tiger.
Timber? Yeah, Timber. I liked playing as Timber. But yeah,
Man.
I just remember Banjo just go, I'm Banjo.
That's hilarious. Yeah, I do
Holy
remember
boy.
that. I'm like, wow, this guy's
I
really
don't know why I
country.
make him sound like Goofy, but oh, and the rooster, you had to unlock the
Yeah,
rooster.
the
Do you
rooster.
remember? Because he starts
Yeah.
off as a frog. You
Yeah.
remember? It was like a little rooster. He was a frog with a little. Oh man, fond memories of Diddy Kong. And then WWF, No Mercy,
Man, I
best
remember that
wrestling
game.
game ever. I almost put that on my top 10 list last week. I
Man.
almost did it. I almost did, and I was like, nah.
I thought
It's more
about it.
nostalgia than I think it's more nostalgia than anything
And
else.
of course, top 10. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I remember, man. I remember playing that because I used to be in wrestling a lot.
Yeah.
Watching like on TV and everything. So I remember playing No Mercy. I remember playing the one. Was it? I don't know if this was. I think it was before WrestleMania 2000. That was another one that was on there.
WrestleMania. Speaking of WrestleMania, did you watch WrestleMania? Did you see the stuff about WrestleMania this past weekend?
I saw like it trending
Stone
on Twitter.
Cold Steve Austin did a
Oh yeah, yeah,
match, and
yeah.
then there was the worst stunner ever against on Vince McMahon.
Oh really?
Have you not seen the clip for it,
No, I
man?
haven't seen it.
Oh my
No.
god. Oh my
Okay.
god. Oh, you need to see the clip because it's fucking hilarious. Because it's like Stone Cold Steve Austin went to kick Vince McMahon, and Vince McMahon just
Uh,
fell.
oh
And
my
it's just a
god.
clusterfuck, and it's the funniest thing ever. But it's like, God, even though it's so bad, I fucking love it because it's nostalgic type things.
Let me see. I'm
But
looking at the clip
God,
right
man, it
now.
was so good. Yeah, it was the best. It was the best. And then of course Stone Cold Steve Austin did his beer thing and everything during the whole thing. But yeah, dude, like that pop for Stone Cold Steve Austin during WrestleMania was amazing. Boy, I was all for it.
Man.
I watched all of WrestleMania. I've been getting back into wrestling lately. I've been watching the pay-per-views, I should say. I haven't really been following a lot because like
Mhm.
Raw's like 4 hours freaking long. I'm like, I don't
Is
got,
it?
yeah. I was like, I don't got 4 hours to watch Raw and
Wow.
SmackDown, and then freaking WrestleMania was 2 nights, 6 hours each.
So hold on.
I don't think it was 6 hours, but like it felt like it.
I have the stunner on replay, and this is the worst stunner I've ever seen in my
It's
entire life.
Vince McMahon just like falls to the
Why is
ground.
Yeah, he falls to the ground, and then he's trying to Stone Cold's like trying to do he's like,
Yeah.
come here," and he can't do it, and he does this like half-ass stunner. I'm like, "What the hell?
I
Why?"
mean, it's all
This
on Vince McMahon. That's all on
Yeah,
Vince McMahon.
true.
It's not
I don't
really
know
on
why he fell.
because like
Um,
because Stone Cold Steve Austin did a really good stunner on the wrestler before he did it on Vince
uh-huh.
McMahon, and then the wrestler he does it on after Vince McMahon. Both of them were amazing with their stun, like their response to the stunner. You know, their extravagant stunner is just Vince McMahon. Just straight up fucked up. It's the funniest thing, and I'm still all for it because you know the memories
Of
of
course, of
the
course.
feud back in the '90s with Vince
Oh,
McMahon and
man,
Stone Cold.
yeah.
That's like every
Classic.
any fan of wrestling during the '90s
Yeah.
remembers the feuds,
Man.
all the beer bass, the
Oh
crazy
my
stuff.
god,
Oh
yeah.
my god! But yeah, no mercy, WWE, no mercy though, man. I
Mercy.
remember playing that game all the time, creating stupid, absurd wrestlers.
Yeah.
I remember I did because for some reason I couldn't get the women's championship by
Uh-huh.
just playing a woman.
Uh-huh.
I played as the Undertaker. And so there was like a bikini match at one point, and so it was just like it was the most bizarre thing. It was great. It was great.
Oh my
I
god.
think also used Rikishi at one point to get the
Oh,
women's
yeah.
championship.
That's hilarious. It's funny enough that you say that because I've seen the actually I haven't been in wrestling in so long, but I wanted to get that the WWE 2K22.
2K22. Oh my god, I do too.
Yeah,
Like it
I
looks
want to play it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, got stuff in my eye. Yeah, I've been seeing that stuff, and it's like, man, I want to play it because it's actually apparently good. Uh,
Yeah.
for the first time in apparently almost a decade, it's actually been good. And yeah, I've just seen so much hype around it.
Yeah.
I regularly watch Kind of Funny, and they have their own whole Kind of Funny wrestling thing going on
Yeah.
every Monday on their streams and stuff. And so I've been enjoying that, watching that. But like some of the stuff like people are creating is insane. Like these wrestlers and stuff. They're so it's cool. It's cool. I'm nostalgic for wrestling. Oh
Oh.
man, what else? What else? You got any other fond memories?
I want to say I'm trying to think of
Do you have
an
any? Because this is like a lost sort of thing, or it's
mhm.
quickly becoming a lost thing. Do you have any midnight release is that you remember going to and
Oh
go? Because we
man.
went to a few. I went.
Yeah.
I got. I shouldn't say. I got dragged along with Ron a lot to midnight releases because
Oh
it felt
yeah.
like Ron was going to a midnight release like every other month for a game, and
Yeah.
he would just drag me along or drag
Didn't he
you
go
along.
Yeah, I remember didn't he go to get Metal Gear Solid 4 or was it
Yeah,
5?
maybe.
Or
Yeah,
one
something like that. Yeah,
he got that. I remember one. It's funny
I
enough that we
rem-
talk about wrestling.
I remember he got something really fucking weird, really obscure. There was like a big game release, and he got
Mhm.
like I think he got like Naruto or something like that,
Oh, was
like
it?
the Naruto fighting game. But there was like another big release that day, but he was going there for the Naruto game. It was really
That's
fucking
hilarious.
weird because like I remember everybody. I think it was like Borderlands. Maybe people were there for Borderlands,
Oh, okay.
and then he walks out with Naruto, and everybody was like, "What the fuck?" He was like, "This is what I wanted, guys. I wanted Naruto."
That's hilarious.
Uh,
I think I remember like I think I might have only done maybe like 2 or 3 midnight releases.
yeah.
Um, but I think I remember one of them. Funny enough, was for a wrestling game,
Oh,
and it might have
nice.
been kind of like I think it was WWE Bring the Pain or something like that.
Oh yeah, yeah,
And,
yeah. It was
and I think
it's I believe it was SmackDown, right?
yeah, SmackDown Bring the Pain.
Yeah.
Just because I was still into wrestling at the time. Um, I think that was one, and then I want to say a Halo game.
You went to a midnight release at 2003 because it came out in 2003.
I
So
think so. I
yeah.
think so.
So you were
I think yeah. Wait, in 2003,
yeah.
how old was I? I can't
You
remember.
would have been
I think
14-ish, 15.
I think my mom took me. I
Yeah.
forced I was like, "Mom, please, I have to
Yeah.
go get this game." Um, I think that, but then I think another one was one of the Halo games. I can't remember which one.
Yeah.
There was
I
like,
went to I remember going to Halo 3 midnight release
oh yeah,
with my friend Addison. Um did you ever know Addison?
I think I did. Yeah, I think I
Addison
did.
Clark? Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
He went by Tyler as well. Something
Oh
like that.
yeah.
Yeah. We went to Halo 3 midnight release together and then went back to his place and skipped school and played Halo.
All day,
Yeah. But
man.
that was back in the day. I had pre-ordered the collector's edition, so I got that Master
Oh
Chief helmet.
yeah,
I got the
yeah. I
Master
remember
Chief,
that.
and then I sold the Master Chief helmet for like $100 to somebody
Oh my
because
god,
they
the
wanted
helmet.
I think they wanted the helmet in the game, but I just gave them the helmet, and then they
Oh
kept like, "Are
boy.
you gonna give me the game? Or are you gonna give me?" I never gave him the game. I just gave him the helmet. I regret giving him the helmet though.
Oh, you're like, oh damn, I should have kicked
Yeah.
that.
But yeah, they gave me
Crazy.
like $100. I think I was supposed to give him the game, and then I just never did.
Oh wow. Yeah,
High school,
I
man. High
think
school.
I remember. I think it was those two. I can't remember anything else that I did a midnight release because like after a while, that's when it's kind of it's basically died off that whole thing because
Yeah,
I
it's
mean
like,
everything's digital,
yeah. I mean,
download it.
I know people still sort of pseudo go, but it's like it's not like this big hyped event
Yeah,
anymore. Like, I think
really, I
the
think yeah.
I think my last one that I went to was Borderlands 2. So whenever
Mm,
Borderlands 2 came out, which I think was 2012.
wow, yeah, and then I think really the only thing that people kind of go for the release of now is like systems, like the
Yeah,
PlayStation 5 and Xbox or something like that.
yeah,
Maybe that's
what?
it. The games, it's all digital now for the most
Yeah.
part.
It's all yeah. Like I can just download the game and
Yeah.
not have to go deal with humans. It's perfect. But yeah, Borderlands 2, 2012. It was the last time that I went to a midnight release.
10 years ago.
I had just moved to Fayetteville, right? Because I
Mhm.
just no, yeah, this wasn't when I just moved to Fayetteville, but there was like within the year of me moving into Fayetteville. I remember I was sort of dating somebody. Um,
Mhm.
I don't want to say her name because I don't want to.
Of course, yeah.
Okay, but I was sort of dating this person, and she was texting me, and she was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm going to this midnight release." She was like, "What?" I was like, "I'm going to a
Mhm.
video game midnight release." She was like, "Oh, me and a couple of the other people are in our acting class because we were in an acting class together. We're going out to
Mhm.
get drinks. You want to come join us?" I was like, "I really want this game." The relationship did not work very well, but
That's hilarious.
but yeah. So I remember it because of that being like,
Oh, that's associated with it, yeah.
yeah, just because that memory. I remember that text message exchange and her being upset with me because she wanted to spend time with me, and then I was just being
Like,
oblivious and an asshole,
oh my
and not
god.
being a very good partner at the time. So,
Uh,
because I was like, I want that video game. I'd rather hang out. I'd
uh,
rather do the
I'd
video
rather
game.
be
And then
alone and
and then I got the game. I remember getting the game. Went home, and then I didn't even fucking play it. I went to sleep.
oh, wow. You were
Because
tired.
I remember waking up the next day, and she was like, when I saw her on campus and stuff,
Uh-huh.
and we met up for lunch, she was like, "So how was the game?" I was like, "Yeah, I haven't even actually played it." She was like, "What?"
No.
So it just made it even more, made it probably even
Oh,
worse.
boy.
I just remember it because of that whole situation. I
Oh,
have that
gotcha.
memory of that night because of the whole of the night of, and then the following day when she got mad at me because I fell asleep instead of just coming in and hanging with them. Good
Gotcha.
times, man. Good times.
Crazy.
I
Boy.
will always pick a video game over a person. But
Hey, sometimes you feel like playing. It makes sense.
yeah, but yeah, like man, it's so weird to think like that culture is gonna go like pretty much gone at this point. Maybe the culture is still there, and it's just because like I'm not
Yeah, and it
participating anymore. Like so maybe I don't know, because like
Pro- it- it-
people still flock to movie. Well, I guess not so much. Well, they still do, because like people still go batshit crazy over freaking Marvel releases and stuff. So like
yeah,
movie nights
Marvel.
and stuff. Like
Yeah.
people scrambled to get the freaking what's that Marvel movie that's coming out soon? Doctor
Uh,
Strange Multiverse of Madness. They
yeah.
did like the tickets went up over the weekend and people scrambled to get that, and they're like sold out in 24 hours, whatever. So I guess people still go crazy for that stuff. Have you been to a midnight release for a movie? Do you go to
Yes, I
you
have.
still go to
Not
those?
recently.
Mm.
Not anymore. I kind of just wait, or I kind of wait for it to die down, or I'll go during like the weekday after the premiere and just avoid social media. I do remember going to a few Marvel midnight releases. I can't remember exactly which ones, but I also remember Batman, like when the first what is it, the Dark Knight, that one.
Mm-hmm.
I remember going to midnight release of that. I remember.
Did you see The Dark Knight with me?
Did I?
I don't remember.
Maybe.
I
I'm
remember
in.
somebody, a group of people went. I went with a group of people to see The Dark Knight, and I think it wasn't midnight release. It was like the next day.
Okay.
It
I
was
don't
like,
know. It might have been.
yeah. That's so
I
long
can't.
ago. I can't
It's
remember
so
who the hell it
long
was.
ago. Yeah. But I think I remember that, and yeah, just like certain Marvel movies, because everything that's what like everybody wanted to like see.
Yeah.
But now that I look back on it, man, I'm not gonna lie to you. I probably could have waited, like,
Yeah.
to see, I don't know why
Yeah.
I felt like I had to go see it, because you kind of felt like if you didn't, you missed out.
Yeah.
Um, it's
Man,
FOMO.
the only I hate going to the movie theaters. I'm like anti movie theaters hardcore.
Wow.
The only time I go to movie theaters now, in the last 10 years.
Uh-huh.
Nope, that's a lie, because I worked in a movie. No. Did I work in a movie 10 years ago? Yeah, I worked at a movie theater in 2013, so
Uh,
it's less than 10 years. But um Star Wars. I went to the
yeah.
last. I went to see Rise of Skywalker midnight release, which was a horrible mistake. But before that, Rogue One, Han Solo, um, Last Jedi. So like all the new Star Wars movies that came out since like 2015, 2016, I've gone to see in the midnight release for. But that's because I love Star Wars. But like I haven't seen any other movies in theaters. Nope, that's a lie, because I did go watch Beauty and the Beast. It wasn't a midnight release, but I
Oh,
did go
okay.
watch Beauty and the Beast when I was living in KC, because a person and I went on a date
Oh, God.
because they wanted to go see it,
Oh, okay, okay.
and I got really drunk
Oh boy.
and I said something I shouldn't have said.
Well,
I
thank.
said I was still in love with my partner. But
Oh,
before, but the person I said I mentioned that I was still in love with a former ex, but I was really really drunk.
oh boy.
anyways, that's the end of that story.
That's the podcast. Great note.
Can you take that back? You distorted there for a second.
Oh, sorry. Thank you all for joining us. Are we ending right now?
It sounded like you wanted to end.
Oh, okay. Well,
I mean, we can keep talking. I can tell you about the time that I accidentally ruined a relationship because I said I loved my ex.
all right. Thank y'all for joining us on this week's episode of Respawn Please. If you're an audio listener, you can join us live every Thursday at 7 p.m. U.S. Central Standard Time on Twitch at twitch.tv/Respawn Plea. Or you can see the video version of it full on YouTube by going to Respawn Please podcast on YouTube. So make sure you like and subscribe. Also, we're available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, wherever you get your podcast, for the audio only version on there. And make sure you all follow the social media, which Instagram is Respawn Please Podcast, and on TikTok also Respawn Please Podcast. And we'll catch you on the next one.
Don't drink and tell somebody you love your ex. Bye.